Shalom and welcome to our half-hour Hebrew class. And today's Hebrew class is from Yehochanan, which is John, chapter 14, verses 7 to 11. So let us begin. And as usual, I always show you the Nakud, the vowel markings, with the useful resources, which will help you practice, a very useful tool. And so let us begin. And we're in verse 7, which is represented by a zayin, which has a value of 7 because it's the 7th letter of the alphabet. So let's go through the letters now. We have lamed, a vav, a yod, a dalet, an ayin, a tav, a mem safit, a aleph, tav, yod, gimel, mem safit, aleph, tav, aleph, vayet, yod, yod, dalet, ayin, tav, mem safit, vav, mem, ayin, tav, hey, yod, dalet, ayin, tav, mem safit. And now let's read it. And it is lu, which means if only. If we look down here, lu, if only, or if. And then we have yadatem, you did know, or you knew. Oti, me. Gam, also. Et, grammar marker. Avi, my father, and we can see the yod is my. Yadatem, which is you would know. And then we have u-me-a-ta. And the mem means from, the u means and from, ata is now. As we look down here, ata as an adjective, it can mean now or currently. Right, and the English is, if you only knew me, you would know my father. From now on, you do know. And now we read it without any aid, and it is lu, yadatem, oti, gam, et, avi, yadatem, u-me-a-ta, yadatem. Right, and now we're in 7b. And we have an aleph, a tav, a vav, a yod, a vav, a gimel, a mem safit, a resh, aleph, yod, tav, mem safit, aleph, tav, and vav. Remembering that with the cholam above it, we don't say the vav, we just say the o. So it becomes oto, oto, meaning him. Then we have the gum, and also re'item, you have seen. Why is it you have seen? But I guess we have to look at it in context, because of course the root is ra'ah, kal verb to see, to perceive, and in this form and in this context you have seen, or you saw. You could even say, I guess, him, which is oto again. So from the previous verse, you know him and have seen him. That's how it's translated. And so we read it without the H. Oto v'gam re'item. Oto. Right, now we're into verse 8, which is represented with a chet, the 8th letter of the alphabet, and we have a vav, yod, aleph, mem, resh, aleph, lamed, yod, vav, pei, because there's a dot there, lamed, pei, vav, samek, aleph, dalet, nun, yod, hey, resh, aleph, nun, vav, nun, aleph, but it's silent, so it's white, aleph, tav, hey, aleph, vayet, vav, dalet, yod, lamed, nun, vav. It's a new sound because of the dot. And it is va-yo-mer. And he said, with no pronoun, we can assume it's he. Elev, meaning unto or to him. And then we got Pilipos, Pilipos, which is, of course, Philip down there. Adoni, which means my master. Harenu, show us. Harenu. Now if we look down here, hera is the verb to show, to indicate, to reveal. And I guess I could be saying it's almost like a question then, right, because of the hey in front of it. So it's show us. Na can mean please. It can also mean now. Et grammar marker, ha'av, the father, the day. Say the yod can be represented as an I sometimes. It seems to be often said like that, die or day. A very similar sound, right? So you can have the day or the day. It almost sounds the same. And it is enough. So how do we get enough from that? If we look down there, day or die is an adverb meaning enough, sufficient, and therefore we get this term, shaddai, which means the shin is like whom or who is sufficient. So we get El Shaddai, which is the mighty one who is sufficient or almighty. But just out of interest, we also see that shed or shade there is a masculine noun for demon, and shad is a masculine noun for breast. So we can just see the variations with the same letters where we can get different words from it. So let us now read that one. And we get Vayomer Elev Pilipos Adoni Harenu Na Et Ha'av V'dai Lanu. Right, so the English is, Philip said to him, my master, please show us the Father, and it shall be sufficient for us. Okay, now we have 9, which is represented with a tet. It's the 9th letter of the alphabet. And then we have Vav, Yod, Aleph, Mem, Resh, Aleph, Lamed, Yod, Vav, Yod, Hey, Vav, Shin, Ayin, Zayin, Hey, Kaf, Mem, Hey, Yod, Mem, Safit, Aleph, Nun, Kaf, Yod, Aleph, Tav, Kaf, and Mem, Safit. So we're just doing a little bit quicker so we just get that rhythm going and make you think quick. And it's Vayomer, and he said, Elev, unto him or to him, Yahushua, Yahusha or Yeshua, Ze, which usually means this. Kama, which we could translate literal, and it's like what? Or how many? Like what or how many? Yamim, which are days. Anoki, Anoki, I am. Itkem, which means with you, because kem, of course, is you, the it is with. So the English is, Yeshua said to him, I have been with you for so many days. So now we read that. Vayomer Elayev Yahushua Ze Kama Yamim Anoki Itkem. And now we come to 9b, which has a Vav, Aleph, Tav, Hey, Fei this time, no dot. No dagesh in the Fei, right? So it's not a Pei, it's a Fei. Yod Lamed Pei Vav Samek Hey Tet Resh Mem Safit Tav Dalet Ayin Nun Yod Hey Resh Aleph Hey Aleph Tav Yod Resh Aleph Hey Aleph Tav Hey Aleph and Vayet. So we read the Ata, which is and you. Philippos this time. Ha Terim. We should say what it says. So Philippos, which is Philip. Ha Terem, which is not yet. Let's have a look. Terem is an adjective meaning not yet or before. The hey makes it a question, so it's like a question. Not yet. Teda'eni, you do know me, because the tav is second person. It comes from yada, but instead of the yod, it's a tav, so second person. You know me. Ha-ro-e, the one seeing. So now it's like a comma there. And it's saying, the one seeing. So it's like a new phrase. The one seeing, and it's a participle because it's ro-e instead of ra-a. O-t, meaning me. Ra-a, sees. There's the word for see, right? Sees. Et grammar marker ha'av, the Father. So from the previous verse, so many days. And you, Philip, have not known me yet? He who has seen me has seen the Father. Right, now let's read that one. V'ata, Philippos, ha terem teda'eni, ha ro'e oti ra'a et ha'av. And now we're in 9c, and we have a Vav, Lamed, Mem, Hey, Zion, Hey, Tav, Aleph, Mem, Resh, Hey, Resh, Aleph, Nun, Vav, Aleph, Tav, Hey, Aleph, Vayet. And now we read the Lama, Zay. Lama means why, so, and why, Zay, this. Tomar, again, the Tav tells us second person, you are saying. Har-a-ni, show us. Again, hare, right? It was the same root there. Show, and then nu is us. Et, grammar marker, ha'av, the Father. Why can you say, show us the Father? And again, I've repeated, hara is a verb to show, to demonstrate. And we read it. V'lama, ze, to mar, har e nu, et, ha'av. And now we're in verse 10, which is represented with the yod, 10th letter of the alphabet. And then we have Hey Aleph Yod Nun Kaf Sofit. Mem Aleph Mem Yod Nun Sofit. Kaf Yod. Aleph Nun Kaf Yod. Vayet Aleph Vayet Yod. Vav Aleph Vayet Yod. Bayet Yod. Hey Dalet Vayet Resh Yod Mem Sofit. And now we read it. Ha Ha'enka. Ha'enka. Do you know? Do you not? Sorry. Do you not? And remember that the hey makes it a question. So he's asking a question. Ha'enka. And then we have ma'amin, meaning believe. If we look down here, he'emin is a verb to believe. And amin is an adjective meaning true, trustworthy, reliable. And then we have ki, for or that. Anoki, I am. Ve'avi, meaning in my Father. The Avi, and my Father. Be, which is in me, because the bet means in and the yod is me or my. Ha-devarim, meaning the words. So it's like a new phrase. It's like a comma there then. Do you not believe that I am in my Father and my Father is in me? That's the end of the question. The words, so it's like a new sentence then, right? And let us read it again. Ha-en-ka ma'amin ki anoki ve'avi be there, ha-devarim. Do you not believe that I am in my Father, and my Father is in me? The words. And then we read the second part, and we have an aleph, a shin, a resh, and a aleph, a dalet, a bayat, a resh, and a aleph, a lamed, yod, kaf, mem sofit, lamed, aleph, mem, nun, fei this time, shin, yod, aleph, nun, kaf, yod, dalet, vayat, resh, kaf, yod, aleph, vayat, and yod. So now let's read it. Asher, that. Adaber. The is I, and daber means speak, that I speak. Aleikem, unto you. Lo, not. Mi, nafshi, which means the me is from, nafshi, and the yod at the end is my. And of course, nefesh is soul or self or life or being. So we translate it from myself. Anoki, I am. Dover, it's like a participle. Dover means speaking. Ki, for. Avi, my Father. The words that I speak to you, I'm not speaking from myself, for my Father. So, and then I've given you nefesh, a feminine noun, meaning soul, spirit, person, oneself. Now let us read that. Asher, adaber, aleikem, lo, mitnafshi, anoki, dover, ki, avi. And part C. And we have a hey, a shin, and I've put an arrow there because this dot would be best served over here because it's the vowel. It's not the normal dot we get above it. So that one's a shin, kaf, and nun sofit, bet, kuf, resh, bet, yod, hey, vav, aleph, ayin, sin, hey, aleph, tav, hey, mem, ayin, sin, yod, mem, sofit. And we read it. Ha, sho, ken. Sho, ken. Ha, sho, ken. So because it's got the ha, we know it's like a noun, but it actually means the one dwelling. Because it's like a participle. The one dwelling. Bekir be. Bekir be. Be, of course, means in. Kirav means it can, if it's like a noun, it's inside. So if we look down karav, as a verb, kol verb, it means to approach or draw near. But as a noun, karev, it comes from that word, karev, right? And it means interior, insides, innards. The im can be plural then, right? So if from in my insides, who he is, oh, say, doing. So inside mean within me, right? Doing, because that's a participle as well. Et ha-ma-a-sim. Et ha-ma-a-sim. The work, or literally the deeds. Because, of course, it can mean ma'asim means deeds or actions, the work. And I put down as shakan is the call verb to dwell, to reside. That's the verb. And shaken, as a conjunction, can mean because, in as much as. So I'm just giving you variations depending on what part of speech it is used in. For my Father who dwells within me does the works. So now we're going to read that. And it is ha, shokain, bekir, be, hu, o, say, et, ha, ma'a, sim. And we have 11, which is represented with the yod and the aleph, meaning 10 plus 1. And we have He aleph mem yod nun vav, lamed yod, kaf yod, aleph nun kaf yod, vayet aleph, vayet yod, vav, aleph, vayet yod, bayet, and yod. And we read, ha-a-mi-nu, ha-a-mi-nu. You believe, because the hey is in front of it. It's like a question, or you could say it's a statement, declaration. You believe. And we call it a hifil, which is imperative. Li, to me. You believe to me. Ki, for. Anoki, I am. The avi, in my Father, the avi and my Father be in me, or is in me. Believe me that I am in my Father and my Father is in me. All right, now let's read that. Ha-aminu li ki anoki the avi the avi B. And part B, where we have Avet, Aleph, Mem Safit, Lamed, Aleph, Hey, Aleph, Mem Yod, Nun Vav, Lamed, Yod, Bet, Gimel, Lamed, Hey, Mem, Ayin, Sin, Yod, Mem Safit. So we read the im lo, which is an if not. Ha-a mi nu. You believe. Again, it's the imperative. You believe. Li, to me. Big lul. Big lul. On account of. So if we look down here, big lul is a preposition because of, on account of, right? Ha-ma-a-sim. The works. So, if not, believe me on account of the works. And now we're reading. The im lo ha-a-mi-nu li big lal ha-ma-a-sim. And that brings us to our revision. And so that we can determine what have we learnt in this lesson. And we begin by saying, well, Zion is the seventh letter of the alphabet, so we're in verse 7. And we have Lu, if only, Yadatem, you did know, Oti, me, Gum also, Et grammar marker, Avi, my father, Yadatem, you would know, U Me'ah, Ta. And from now, Yadatem, you do know. Translation, if only you did know me, also, grammar marker, my father, you would know. And from now, you do know. Oto, him, the gum, and also, Ra'item, you have seen, Oto, him. So him, and also you have seen him. And then we have a chet, which has a value of 8. So we're in verse 8. Vayomer, and he said, Elev, unto him, Pilipos, Philip, Adoni, my master, Har enu, show us, na, please, et, grammar marker, ha'av, the Father, the day, and enough, and it's sufficient. And then lanu, for us. And he said to him, Pilipos, my master, show us please, grammar marker, the Father, and it is enough for us. And then we have 9, which is represented with a tet, value of 9. And then we have Vayomer, and he said, Elev, to him, Yahushua, say this, kama, like what? Or how many? Yamim, days. Anoki, I am, itkem, with you. And he said to him, Yahushua, this, how many days I am with you? Va'ata, and you, Philippos, Philip, ha terem, a question, not yet, or a statement. Tedaeni, you know me. Ha roe, meaning the one seeing, oti, me, ra'a, sees, et grammar marker, ha'av, the Father. And you, Philippos, not yet, you do know me. The one seeing me sees, grammar marker, the Father. For lama, and why, they, this, toma, you say, har enu, show us, et, ha'av, the Father. And why this you are saying, show us, grammar marker, the Father. Yod has a value of 10. Verse 10. Ha-ein-ka, and not you, because it's a question mark there, not you, or do you not, you could say it as well. Ma'amin, believe, ki, that, anoki, I am, the avi, in my Father, the avi, and my Father, be in me. Ha devarim, the words. Do you not believe that I am in my Father, and my Father in me? The words, share that, daber, I speak, aleikem, unto you, lo, not, mi nafshi, meaning from my soul or from myself, anoki, I am dover, speaking, ki, for, avi, my Father, that I speak unto you. Not from myself, I am speaking, for my Father, Hashokain, which is the one dwelling, Bekir be, in my insides. Who, he, say, meaning he is doing, et, grammar marker, ha-ma'asim, the deeds, the works, the actions. The one dwelling in my insides, he is doing, grammar marker, the works. And we have a Yod, 10, Aleph, 1. So in verse 11. ha'aminu, the one believing, li to me, ki, for Anoki, I am ba'avi in my Father, va'avi and my Father be in me. So now, because it's got a hey, it's like a declaration. You believe. So you believe. You believe, li to me, ki that, Anoki, I am, va'avi in my Father, va'avi and my Father be in me. And then we have the im lo, and if not, ha'aminu, which is a statement. You believe, li, so if not you believe, to me, big lull, big lull on account ma'asim. Right, so if we translate that is it, and if not, you believe to me on account of the works or the actions or the acts. And finally we come to the vowel markings again, and I want us to refresh the names of the vowels. This is called a cholam, so it's an O sound. This is called a shiva, which breaks up the word into syllables. This is a segol, which has the E sound, e. And this is a zere, according to the name. Ze, it's a long E sound. This is a patak, and it's a short A sound. And this is kamat, a long A sound. And I won't do the bottom line. I just did the top. Just each week we do it to remind us, so that we know when we're seeing the dots and whatnot, what they're called. And of course we have the useful resources, bayithamashiach.com, and do it in Hebrew Dictionary. Very useful tools. And of course the values of the letters. So let's look at, say, the bottom line. A tav has a value of 400, shin has a value of 300, resh has a value of 200, and kuf a value of 100. And we do pray that these lessons are not too difficult, that if you're fairly new to Hebrew, they can be followed. And we do wish you a Shavua Tov, a good week or a good 7 unto you all. Amen, and thank you for joining us.